All right, guys, so I've seen a couple of requests about build breakdown for the car. So I'm gonna go over that right now, give you what all you need to do to take a C6 Corvette, Z51, Z06, whatever, and take it to Exo car level. All right, so from the front, this is a 2007 C6 base Z51, so it has upgraded brakes, better suspension, and then the oil and diff cooler inside of the radiator, which obviously is great for track use and just beating the crap out of it like I do with this. So I lucked out with that. I got the car, no good body panels on it. The engine was blown up, intake was missing off the engine, and so I obviously rebuilt it a few times because I had a heavy foot. And yeah, engine's rebuilt. Other than that, the rest of the drivetrain is completely stock torque tube, stock rear end, stock transmission. But the motor is it's a 6-liter LS2, LS3 heads, LS3 intake, LS3 throttle body, K&N intake, and it's got a custom grind cam, which is very similar to a BTR Stage 4 NA cam. Has lots of chop, as you guys probably see in my previous videos, which is great. This car also has a Concept 841 exhaust system on it. Here, I'll go to this side, you guys can see it better. It's very, very pretty. Essentially, the skinny of it is you take all eight collectors, down into 4 and then down into 1. It's a giant 4.5 or 5-inch pipe that runs from basically right behind the firewall to right where the seats are, essentially, and then it breaks off into 2 main pipes and it goes out the back. It makes it sound like a flat plane motor. It sounds great. Also makes great horsepower because there's no restrictions whatsoever. Great thing about a base model C6 is that the frame is steel. Z06s are aluminum, which is great and all for weight savings, but you cannot weld steel bars to aluminum very effectively. You can do it, but it makes it a lot harder. Welding steel to steel is obviously much easier than welding steel to aluminum. I'm in Southern California, San Diego to be specific. There's a shop called Kyle Lum Fabrication. He's in Escondido, California. He's a great dude. He did my cage for me. I kind of gave him pictures of Leroy, Cleetus' C5, which was the whole inspiration for this car. Gave him pictures of that, but I also told him, I was like, hey, I need headroom for my helmet because I'm a tall guy. I'm 6'4", plus the helmet, I need headroom. So he's luckily 6'4" as well, so he actually was able to do it without me there, which was great. And then he took inspiration from Leroy, but he also added a couple things like this X-brace back here. Cleetus's car was cut short right here behind the rear tires. I wanted to keep the bumper for crashes and stuff. I don't mind it that much. I actually kind of like it. It makes the car feel more complete. One thing I never liked about Leroy is that it was kind of just cut off right there. It felt kind of like the rear end was like not proportional at all. So I actually really like this a lot. And then add in this flagpole because I love running the American flag and then the Dale flag, just like Cleetus did. And then for Christmas time, I run a Christmas tree off the back of this. I'm actually about to put that on here this week. But yeah, it's on a Holley ECU. You can see right here, Holley EFI Pro Dash, Holley Terminator X drive-by-wire throttle body, custom gauge panel that I kind of did. It's got NRG wheel with the 2-step button, race equipped harnesses, NRG seats, which I really want to change because they're good, but they're budget seats, and I want to get really good ones. For wheels and tires, these are C7 ZR1 replica wheels. The C7 ZR1s had a 19 front, 20 rear. This is an 18 front, 19 rear. I'm running a 275 up front and a 355 in the back. It still struggles with traction, especially once it gets into the torque curve. First and second gear are pretty much useless on cold tires. The tires are hot. Second gear is mostly usable as long as I don't stab it. But other than that, yeah, the car is pretty simple. I mean, I have DOT legal off-road pod lights for headlights. There is a side-by-side Amazon kit for turn signals and taillights that my buddy Alex wired, and then eventually I had my buddy Nick rewire because it was a couple things were messed up and I really wanted to get it right. This is the tip of the Concept 841 exhaust. It is 3-inch pipes from the 5-inch collector basically back. I have two titanium mufflers that go back there. They really quiet down the car, but it loses that Corvette rasp that I love. But these have a lot of drone, so I really just run these for like when I'm trying to like essentially clout chase. It's kind of funny, but they're really, really loud. They sound really good, but they're honestly deafening at highway speeds. Obviously this is usually just not being able to be seen because this is the trunk area right here, but this is where I put all my stickers. There's probably a lot more into the car, but I just give the rough overview. This thing is a lot of fun. It's still running a lot of the stock parts. Like, it's still got the stock water pump, still got stock alternator, stock starter. These LS engines are really, really versatile. When you build them, they make really good power. This motor made 514 to the tire. Through those giant tires, so it's probably making close to 600 crank. And I had the tuner tune it conservatively, where like it's running a little rich and it's running conservative on timing. This thing is not on the ragged edge. I could turn it up and get more horsepower, but I like to beat on my engine, so I don't want it on the ragged edge for when I'm beating on it and then it blows up. I want to keep this engine alive for as long as possible, and so I tuned it down a little bit. This has plenty of power. Like I said, 514 to the tire on a conservative tune. Car only weighs 2,600 pounds. With me in it, it's just under 3,000 because I'm a big guy. That's like full weight, full oil, full tank of gas, all liquids, everything. So under 3,000 pounds, 600 horsepower, 5-to-1 power to weight, which is better than 95% of the cars on the road. And it is a riot, and it's a lot of fun. And if you are thinking about going Exo car, you 100% should do it. The only thing that I regret doing is taking the AC off, because here in SoCal it gets kind of hot during the summer, and you have the engine cooking in front of you, the exhaust cooking behind you, you're in the middle. One of the big things that I really want to do is put a roof panel on it so I can avoid some of the sun. And AC, as obviously it would just go into the atmosphere, but still having that cold air to blow on you would be so nice because it would cool you down a little bit. That's like my one regret with this car. Yeah, other than that, it's pretty cool. If you live in a cooler area, it'd be a lot of fun. And then you just obviously got to watch out for rain. I don't drive this ever in the rain, which is nice because here in SoCal, it really doesn't rain a lot. And then everybody freaks out if it does, you know, ahead of time. And yeah, it's just all around a great car. I love it, and you should do it. If you can, do an Exo car. I found this car wrecked in a parking garage, and I bought it for 800 bucks. And it had no wheels, no tires, no bumpers, blown up engine, missing parts, missing interior, missing engine intake manifold and throttle body, everything. So I got a steal, I know that, but if you're thinking about going Exo car, you definitely should. It changes the game on power to weight, and obviously it's just really fucking cool. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, hit me up. Please let me know. Thanks.